guys, I'm Amber Ordaz with Joy Michelle Realty Group, powered by Strive Realty.
Hello everyone, my name is Francesca Duarte with Joy Michelle Realty Group, powered by Strive.
I'm Meredith Driskill with Fairway Mortgage.
So, a really good tip that I normally tell my buyers that I have helped so far and clients in general is something super good to know about how to make your offer the strongest, or even sellers if you're looking to try to make the best decision on getting picking your offer, is a lender plays a huge role in helping the process of closing, and every single part of everyone's role makes a huge difference. Like the title company, one that we use often is Providence Title, and that makes every part of your process so fast, simple, easy, and then it makes you as the seller or buyer feel like it's been a really good transaction, and it doesn't feel so daunting when you think about all the things that go into it. So yeah, like just for example, I had one time where a local lender really makes a difference. I know that a misconception is, or some people think, if I go through a certain bank, then I can, if I'm already banking with this company, then I can get my mortgage out from there. The only thing about that, I would say, is it's hard to work with the same person and always get them on the phone and things like that. So just for example, there was a lady who got her offer accepted because it was a local lender, and she won that offer over the other one that they had, even though it was more money, because it was a local lender, and they didn't want to deal with somebody who, it was a bank and it's going to be dealing with someone Monday through Friday, whereas a local lender, it's going to be like in our example, Meredith is here from Fairway, and so she's constantly available. She answers all of our questions really fast and makes the whole process very smooth. So
Yeah, I mean, to second that, a lot of the time whenever I have my buyers pre-qualified, if they go in and make an offer on the home, I always just tell the buyer's agent, hey, let me know whenever you do that, and I'll reach out to the seller's agent and let them know that this is a strong offer. And I don't know how many times that my buyer's agents will say, or the seller's agents, if I know them, will say, we ended up picking the offer that your client had because it was you. And we know that we can find you. We can find your cell phone number. We have your cell phone number. We can email you and you send us constant updates. You'll close in 30 days. You'll guarantee that. And a lot of the times, big banks or internet lenders can't promise any of that, and you don't know if you're going to get the same guy from today to 10 days from now, and you may end up with someone else that you don't know. And so it makes a really big difference to have somebody that has a face to your loan that you can find and that you can call with any questions at any time.
So what would you say for a seller? What would you say is something that the seller should look for when it comes to looking at all their different offers? Like, how do they know that they're picking the strongest buyer?
You're right. It does help if, obviously, having somebody like you guys that can narrate and tell them what all of those offers mean, because the average person is not going to be able to read a contract super easily. So y'all will be able to explain that, and that helps a ton. But also being able to have you guys advise them what who they're pre-qualified with, any of the struggles that you may have had with anybody that isn't local, and being able to look at like net sheets and show them not just, hey, they might be offering the most right here, but they're asking for you to pay this, this, and this, so you're going to end up netting less than offer B. And so having all of those and you guys advising them is one of the best tools that you can have.
Mm-hmm. So yes, I would second that. Local lender all the way, and then of course the sellers is gonna choose a local lender over that. So. And Meredith is a local lender.
Yes.
So
I'm
sorry. I'm gonna jump in here for a little bit. So Meredith, why would you say it's an advantage to use a local lender as opposed to like a big, huge bank. We're not gonna name any names, of course.
Never.
You know, to use like a big bank, right? That
Yeah.
probably a person's loan is probably just another number.
Yeah.
To whereas if we use a local lender, it's a lot more personable. It's a lot more, you know, I'm here. We're working on your file and all this. So why would you say it's one key point that plays a role in using a local lender rather than a big bank?
Okay. I mean, big one for me, everybody has my cell phone number. And you can text me or call me at pretty well any point. If I'm already asleep, you won't hear from me until the next morning. But I always text, I call, I'm available on email. I've always got it on my cell phone. Everybody can always find me. I'm always at my office. And you know, if somebody needs something on a Saturday, I'm answering the phone. If somebody needs something on a Sunday, I'm answering the phone. And you don't always get that with big banks and people that are just going to give you your office phone number. So I think that helps a lot. And you know, the being able to have that local point of, if you, there's probably likely that I'm going to know the seller's agent, especially around Johnson County. And I do a lot of constant updates to the real estate agents, both buyer and seller side, to let them know that when due dates are coming in, that we're still on track for closing on X date. And I like to keep everybody informed, so that's super important.
Absolutely. So I know that being only in real estate a year, but I know that I haven't had that experience yet. But I know that in my group, you know, the buyer or the seller always knows when you use the local lender, always knows what step they're in.
Yeah.
Sort of like, okay, this is next, and
Yeah.
this is next, and this step is next. So that's the difference. And the customer or the client doesn't always know what goes behind the process of it all.
Oh yeah.
So when they get, let's say, a text message or an email, I mean, that's like a good feeling for them, I'm assuming, because you're not just answering a robot email from probably somebody that you don't know. So I know that seeing my teammates having those, like that experience is really great.
Yeah. Yeah, and I do a lot of, most people are going to be very email based because we sit in front of a computer most of the time. So if I send an email, I follow up with a text, hey, I sent you an email, go check it real quick, hurry. You know, so that everybody knows kind of what's going on. And especially I like my buyers to feel comfortable in the process, because I mean, purchasing a home is one of the biggest things that you'll ever do in your lifetime. And in doing that and not having somebody at least guiding you through the process and going, okay, this is the step we just finished, this is the next step that we're going to do. And they do that all the way up until closing, and they have somebody that follows up with you on a weekly basis, helps a lot. And it helps you guys as buyers to be comfortable with your process and know exactly what you're getting yourself into after you close on the house and what to do next, like filing for your homestead exemptions and stuff like that, and keeping up with us after, because I'm available even after the home closes.
Awesome.
Which is not always common. Not everybody does that, so that is so helpful when you get someone who's communicative like that. So yeah. If you have any other questions, you can reach us at joymichellerealestate.com, and you can reach Meredith as well with Fairway Mortgage, and we'd be happy to help you all.